So I was really hoping to introduce you to Fuel Jumpstart. I mentioned it at your kickoff dinner. It is a direct funding opportunity for student ventures, and it's for really early stage. You're just at the idea stage, and it's a $500 grant. So let's go through the website, and I'll give you a couple notes about it and a couple tips. So I'm at cfe.umich.edu under launch, and you'll see each of the Fuel programs. Fuel Jumpstart is what we're talking about today. So the Jumpstart, the $500 grant, is to help you reduce uncertainty so that you can get to the point where you can apply for full-fledged fuel, and you can ask for up to $25,000 for that. We run that 4 times a year. Please know the scrutiny is high if you're asking for $25,000, but there you go. So Fuel Jumpstart, um, we have set a limit of 40 awards for this year. The application is just open for the school year so far. 3 applications have come in, and they'll be reviewed by a couple CFE staff members, and you should hear in about 2 weeks. And the idea is there's a low barrier to entry for this, but we'll have a quick interview, usually you and me, before you're awarded the $500. So let's look at what the template looks like. Sorry, the application. This is only a template. The application is in our survey software called Zoho, but this is the information you'll need to have on hand. This is all about you, your team members, project title, and a 1-sentence project summary. That's exactly the same as the Fuel application. So Fuel is intended, Fuel and Fuel Jumpstart are intended for students who have a major leadership role in the venture. Your team should be majority college students. If there's any faculty that you consider part of your team, they're just an advisor. You are not working on sponsored research, and you need to have at least a semester left before you graduate, because the whole idea is we're trying to get you to apply for Fuel, and you need more than you need an entire semester to make that work. Okay, so very similar to the Fuel application, you're going to give us an idea of what your venture is. Why would your solution be better than what's already out there? Show us that you do know what's out there and how you're unique. The market opportunity, who's your ideal customer? And then if you got this $500 grant, how does it help reduce uncertainty for you? How does it help clarify your idea? Are you going to test your assumptions? Are you going to talk to customers? Are you going to build something simple? Tell us how you're going to use the $500. Why are you the team to get this venture going? And then let's look at the budget template. When you get to the Fuel application, you'll have to be very specific with your budget, but for this Jumpstart, it's not quite as key. You can use categories of money, but basically we ask you to prioritize your highest priority, moderate to low priority. And so Fuel funding is never intended to pay people. So it's not a salary for teammates. It's not gift card incentive for your consumers. So keep that in mind. Judges have not approved that use of the funding. It has never been approved for something like a professional Google G Suite. I will mention, if you apply to Fuel Jumpstart, the CFE has access to AWS and also some AI credits. So even outside of the $500, I think I can help you with that. Something that can help you see where maybe you need to improve, it might show you where you still have uncertainty, is this quad chart. So this is a requirement for Fuel. And by the time you get to the end of Fuel Jumpstart, after your $500 grant, this is what I'm hoping you can get to. So let me just show you a blank one. This is a very concise way of presenting your venture to potential investors or judges like in Fuel. So you're discussing the problem opportunity. Why is your solution different? Who's on your team? And then one thing that you have to have ready before you apply for Fuel is what are your exact next 12-week milestones? Because Fuel itself is tied very much to your next reasonable 12-week milestones. So here's an example of a quad chart for a recently awarded team. And this is all on the website, so you can check this out. But what we will be doing after you get your $500 from Jumpstart is trying to make sure that you have all the detail in this quad chart filled out, which means you're then ready to apply for fuel. So I hope that gets you started with Fuel Jumpstart. Thank you so much. My email address is Alison E. So that's ALISONE at UMich. Please let me know if you have questions, but the application is open, linked right here on the website. And here it is in Zoho, the survey software. Okay, thank you.